Good afternoon, everybody. What's going on? Welcome to a very special episode of Motors with the Motivator. Of course, I'm your guy, Motivator Joshua J. Raby. Today, I'm looking a little rugged, you guys, because this is an impromptu podcast show today. I want to welcome all my fans and friends over at YouTube, Spotify, iHeart, all those places that we are jamming on right now. You guys are tuned in to Motors with the Motivator. Real quickly, you guys, you know how we do it every single time we're on air. Got to give it up for my sponsors because without them, I ain't paying no bills. So we want to thank our friends over at Hollywood Grill. Y'all, something major is coming. That's all I can tell you. Something major is on its way to the Alabama area, and it's because of these guys right here. Hollywood Grill Food Truck. Give them a call. Tell them that Josh Raby, the Motivator, sent you. And remember this, when you go to Hollywood Grill, you are a star. So make sure that you hit them up and like them on Facebook. Of course, I can't tell you enough. Listen, now is the perfect time if you're looking to move, you're looking for commercial property, if you're looking for a home. Reach out to my girl, Miss Dana Flanner. Tell her that the Motivator sent you. She wants to help you. Let Dana provide you with dynamic services. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. And of course, I may be looking rugged today, but listen, if it wasn't for the beer gang, y'all, I would not look like anything. I'm telling you, they always get me right in. I'm excited to tell you about one of our new sponsors, Tivia. Listen, I've been taking the detox, y'all. I'm slow today. I've been taking the detox, and it's been helping me out wonders, and it's cleaning out a lot of the toxin that's in my system and helping me get to a point where I can be healthy again. All right. Remember, if you got comments, you can put them in the comment box. You can put it in the comment box, and we will share your comments, your questions there. Today, y'all, I'm excited because I got my big brother with me today. This gentleman here is definitely the man to know. He is definitely the guy that you call on when you want to start up something, when you want to get out something. We've worked together before on numerous projects, and I'm excited. I'm grateful for the opportunity of being able to call him a friend, a brother, and I'm looking forward to having him with us in just a second. Ladarius Hilliard, he's a national community activist, leader, civil rights activist, political consultant, all those great things that happen. And of course, I'm excited because My favorite legal analyst is in the building. Kristen Water Sullivan of Water Sullivan's LLC is in the building. She's going to break down the legal side of what we're talking about today. And of course, if you don't know what we're talking about what's going on in Minneapolis, the situation of the death of Mr. Floyd. We're going to be talking a little bit more deep about it today. If your kids are watching this with you, I don't know how this transition or this conversation is going, but this is a perfect time for them to watch so they can be a part of the conversation and know what's going on in Black America and America generally. So I'm going to bring up my big brother, Mr. Ladarius Hilliard, to join us.
My
Ladarius,
man,
what's up, man?
how you doing, man? I appreciate the kind words, bro.
Definitely. Listen, y'all. We're just gonna jump right into this. So, Ladarius, you've been watching this case kind of unfold and what's happening. Break it down for us. What's going on?
Um, I mean, America, uh, another innocent black life has been maliciously taken on the hands of by the hands of those who we um, look forward to protect and serve us. The police department of Minneapolis, and it's a sad case, man. We're talking about a guy who was already in handcuffs on the ground, and this cop literally put his knee across the back shoulder blades of this guy and literally suffocated him to death. That's what we're faced with right now.
All right. So, there's been so the mayor of Minneapolis goes and does a press conference.
Right.
He shares his deep, heartfelt concern. I personally feel like this was he didn't speak from a political side. I don't think he had a speechwriter like this. I think he spoke from his own personal side. He apologized to the black community. He pretty much scolded his own police officers. Um, what do you think, and what's the take on this? Because I've never seen a mayor quickly into action so far.
Well, I kind of know how it is to be under pressure, and the pressure that he's under right now. He has to make this type of move. And I'm not saying that his actions are done simply or only because of this, but I am saying that this is a direct action because of this. Um, never, not really. In America, do we see political leaders literally go out of their way and openly chastise their police department. So I mean, I'm with this mayor. I condone him for what he did. Of course, I believe that there's much more that can be done, and that should be done. But as far as what he's been doing so far, I'm with him 100%. I think he's done an excellent job.
Okay. Protests has erupted, as you guys can see on our TikTok screen right now. Protests have erupted. They started out at the main officer's house, then ended up protesting the police department. Where are we now? I know you probably know some people that's got boots on the ground. So where are we now? What is going on?
I plan on being in Minneapolis by Friday night, Saturday morning. But I see that they just wrapped up a rally with Al Sharpton there in Minneapolis. But um, where we are at this point, they did the peaceful protest. I don't know if you saw it, but there was a episode the night that this happened, or maybe it was the next day. It was probably the next day, but they assembled in a peaceful protest in front of the police department, and those protesters were tear gassed. So now you move to the next phase. Since you're not going to let us peacefully protest, we're going to protest in anger. We're gonna let our feelings be shown, because when we tried to peacefully protest, you use tear gas and other things to disturb or interrupt us using our First Amendment right.
Okay. So at this point, Protests is erupted. We have national activists on the ground. Uh,
Hmm.
what what is what are we now legally like? I know the officers have been fired, but have charges been brought?
Not as of yet, and that is what and that's only the precursor to what we call injustice. We don't want just an arrest. We want fire, arrest, conviction,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want just the one officer convicted. He
You want
had he had accomplices with him before and after the fact, and we want charges brought on those other officers as well, black and white.
hmm And I want people to realize that it was not just all white officers standing there. There
Right.
was one Asian officer. I think there was a black officer. Um,
I think that people are getting confused. I've been reading on Facebook a lot today, and it's really been irritating to see so many people, or I'm not gonna say so many people, because there's only been a few people, but to see these few people try to question why riot, to question the emotion that these people have in Minneapolis. I mean, it's disheartening to know that if my life was viciously taken by someone who is sworn to protect and serve me, that and nothing was to happen to them, it deeply disturbs me that the fear that nothing would be done because of it's not right to riot. I think that in times like these, when peaceful protest does not work, you have to up your level and up your game as well, because they're going to continue to do it. The police department has put in a mechanism where they have tried to suppress the our right of freedom of assembly and freedom of protest, and they've done everything that they could do out of their way. They've gone out of their way to suppress that. So we have to find other measures to get our point across. And the best method that I've learned to attack white supremacy is hit them in the pocket, hit them where it hurts economically, and that's what those people are doing. When you tearing up the streets and the stores and storefronts, somebody gotta pay for that. And yeah, some people might have insurance, but insurance goes up, after incidents.
right.
So it's still you still hitting them in the pocket.
Now, this is the same mechanism you guys use here in Birmingham, Alabama, well, in Hoover, Alabama, at the Galleria.
Well, almost. We didn't get to the
We didn't get to the protest rioting part, but
right.
you did get to the part of shutting down business.
Yeah, we did. And as of today, the city of Hoover has had to dip into their savings account because they could not balance their budget, and they lost somewhere around $28 million in revenue over a year and a half span. That combined with the coronavirus pandemic, they probably have lost somewhere upward of 40 to 50 million dollars. So anytime you can hit them economically, I think that's a win.
So, a lot of my viewers want to know what has the president of the United States said to this? Has he even spoken on this?
Uh, his press secretary gave a small statement today during the White House briefing, but the president himself has not said anything. I doubt if he will, because all of this is on his back. He has emboldened this racist, white supremacist behavior, this nature, this culture. He has stirred the pot, and these are just his followers coming out.
Hmm. So, what can someone do that's in Alabama, Michigan? all over the United States right now that are watching this, what can they do? What needs to be the call to action?
Well, if you can get there, get there. If you can't, you can always pray, or you can always send some money to one of the activists in any of those cities or states that's going to Minneapolis, because activists, they need food, they need water, they need gas, they need all the necessary things that they're going to need to be out on the forefront in a whole nother state, in a whole nother city. So support, support, support.
Gotcha. So at this point, I've read somewhere where uh, I think I saw a few of the other activists here in the state of Alabama are heading that way. What needs to be happening? People want to make sure you got to take care of. How do they contribute to that? How do they make that happen?
They can send a cash app. Um, the cash app, they can either send it to Birmingham Justice League or LD Hilliard.
Okay. Um, so let's talk for a second. What's your feeling on this? What is Ladarius away from being activist? I did a video thing. I was actually on someone else's podcast show this morning, and I personally said I'm mad as hell. Every turnaround that we do seems like it's an open season on a black male. What do we do? How do we fix this situation? When do we get justice without losing more lives?
I have mixed feelings about it, Josh.
Okay.
Uh, I, I'm pissed. Um, I'm sad that it happened. I would be lying if I didn't say that there was a small feeling of numbness, because this keeps happening and reoccurring over and over and over again. Um, and I'm a little ashamed. And I'll tell you why I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed because we got black folks that's trying to compare these instances to black on black crime, and it's so far apart. It's like trying to compare apples and oranges.
Mhm.
Um, I'm sad because it happened. I'm pissed because it continues to happen, and I'm also a little numb to it because it continues to happen. Um, I have not watched the video, and I made a point. I said that on Facebook the other day. I made it a point not to watch the video, um, because
I've actually watched it 4 times.
I didn't even want to see it. Um, all those names just comes back to my head. I think about the Trayvon Martins and the Philando Castiles and the Michael Brown and the Sandra Bland and the EJ Brothers. Like, I think about all of this in my head, and it's just it's happening too much. So I believe that they're taking the right steps in Minneapolis to send a message that you just can't take black lives and just think that this is all hunky dory and nothing's gonna come out of it. No, if you take a black life, something is gonna happen. It's gonna be bad in your city.
Right. A lot of people have been coming lately. By the way, for those that are watching, if you got a question, put it in the comment box. We'll pop it up on the screen. A lot of people said, well, if he wouldn't have been doing this, this wouldn't have happened. Or the officer was just trying to protect himself. But what were you protecting yourself from when the man was handcuffed?
Right, handcuffed and on the ground,
And
face down.
I've talked to a number of like security officers, former police officers, even FBI agent, former FBI agent, and no one can tell me that that was proper protocol. No one can say, "Oh, yeah, that was proper protocol."
Because it wasn't.
Right, it wasn't. So, what does the training do if you don't do the training?
Well, the problem is not really. It's not. Well, it is the training, but it's also the psychological evaluations. These people have one psychological evaluation as when they first get hired. Police officers, period, across the country, they see some of the most craziest things. Okay, I give them that, granted, but I also realize that that can mess with your psyche. And if you don't have these evaluations and go to therapy and get worked out, you can take anger and frustration and do stuff like this, and you take it out on anybody. And that's some of the stuff that we're seeing happening when it comes to officer related incidents. They do not go through the proper training or have the proper psychological evaluation set up where they can go and sit on somebody's couch and talk to them in the midst of being a police officer.
Mm. Um,
It's a sad day when people talk more about the riot than they do about the man.
this could happen in any state, at
Absolutely.
any point, anytime. What do we do? Is there a way to prevent this? Like from our standpoint, is there a way to prevent this?
No, no, you can't prevent it. And the reason I say you can't prevent it is because this man was handcuffed, laying down on his stomach, and he still lost his life. You can't prevent it. Trayvon Martin was walking home with a drink and some Skittles. You can't prevent it. Ahmaud Arbery was taking a jog. You can't prevent it. Philando Castile was in his car. You can't prevent it.
Where are we on the case in Georgia right now?
Well, everyone has been charged. We waiting on convictions now.
I found it interesting that the person that was the witness got charged as well.
I didn't find it interesting. I thought he should have been charged a long time ago. What I did find interesting was who follows somebody jogging and record them.
And by the way, the officer said that there were never any reports of robberies in that area.
No one follows someone and records them without knowing something is about to happen. Absolutely. And that's what I found strange while I was watching it, because he literally recorded the whole incident. And what happened is, in my opinion, his conscience hit him. So he felt like he wanted to turn it over, but not knowing that you're an accomplice, fool.
Hey, his own lawyer couldn't even defend him on CNN. I mean, come on. His lawyer pretty much downed him on live television.
Yeah, there's no way to defend that.
Have you been in touch with any of the activists that are there now that are dealing in either the Georgia situation or even in Minneapolis? And if so, what's their mindset? What is it that they're saying?
Georgia, no. I have not been in contact with any of the protesters in Georgia. Minneapolis, yes. I have a couple of friends that are protesting currently in Minneapolis, and we've been in contact back and forth over the last 24, maybe 36 hours.
Okay. What do you guys need that's leaving from here? Do you guys need a van? What do you need?
I think they got the rental van. We're supposed to be leaving Friday morning between 8 and 9 a.m. I think it's like a 14-hour drive. So, I mean, you know, water, food, gas money, money for water, food, whatever you know you put on your heart to donate.
Bail money.
You can do it. Bail money.
At this point, listen, we know, the two of us know what it means to make sure you have some bail money around.
That's right. Gotta have
Juarez said he posted it to show that his friends didn't have a Confederate flag on their truck. At what point? But you still so. Did you make a call to 911 after the shooting was done? Like, what did you do?
I'm sorry, I didn't see that comment. What is it?
It's on the Facebook. I just posted it up here
Oh,
on
he
the
said he posted to show that his friends didn't have a Confederate flag on the truck. Yeah, that's a terrible defense.
Yeah, that was his defense, and it is.
It's terrible. But
At
I'm caught off guard with it because we dealing with a pandemic and now this.
Do we still remember that we got COVID-19 going on? Does people even remember that?
It don't look like it because I was looking at Al Sharpton and he was not.
Murderers. Yeah.
I was looking at Al Sharpton today, and they were not practicing social distancing in that huddle.
Did we forget that we have that there's still a virus out there, a whole virus right now?
I just think that that we've all come to the consensus that Black lives matter more than COVID-19.
Right. Absolutely.
That's what it is. And if they think that they can just take lives and just because we're in a pandemic we won't still cause hell, they crazy. Even in the midst of a pandemic, if you take a life, there are consequences. In every war, there are what they're called casualties of war. And last night, Target was a casualty, a bank was a casualty, the police department was a casualty. Those are casualties in war because this is definitely a war that's being fought.
The podcast show that I was on today, I won't give them a shout out because they pretty much pissed me off today. But one of the callers calling and the host of the show agreed with him. Well, what was he arrested for? Let's think about what he was arrested for. At what point do that really matter to you right now? The fact that there was a black man killed in the middle of the street that was handcuffed, bound down on the ground, and no officer stopped to say, "Hey, buddy, get up off him. Hey, back up." None of this.
At what point is this type of force used for what they said was a forgery charge? So
yeah, I read someone they was talking about something he was faking like being crunked or something like that. I don't
know. The consequence for me writing a bad check is death. Man.
I once again though I must show respect to the mayor of Minneapolis who spoke up. He didn't wait days later. He didn't have a bunch of folks standing at the podium with him. He didn't try to do the blackface thing. Oh, here's my black people. He spoke from his heart. He said what he had to say. I've yet to hear what the police chief has to say.
But it didn't take him 4 days to reach out to the family either.
Right, he called right then.
Minneapolis is 63% white, 18% black. 63% white, 18% black. A fake $20 bill.
Wow.
You take my life
now for a fake $20 bill. Wow. Of course, at this point, the day of the mayor's press conference, I think within an hour, people were already at the officer's house. I almost thought Carlos grabbed that man's address and gave it to somebody.
And they should have been.
Yeah.
They should be at his house. Because if he's able to be at home, he should be at home getting no sleep. Every minute of every day, he should be thinking about Mr. Floyd. Every minute of every day. It should be a protester with a bullhorn at his house all the time. Not just his, though. Not just his. All 4 officers, including the black one.
Four officers. It takes four officers to kill one black man, but it actually took one to just put his knee in the man. The fact that this man said, "I can't breathe, help me, get up off me," and you did nothing. Your job is to serve and protect, not serve and kill.
Like I said, I didn't even watch the video, so I can't even comment on what he said. I mean, I saw the comments. I think I saw somebody say he called for his mama, but that's just a sad situation, man. That is a sad situation.
Right.
Somebody telling you they can't breathe, and you still applying pressure to them while they are in handcuffs and on their face. That is crazy.
I saw Julie Warren says I saw the protesters were telling food delivery guys who they were blocking on delivery drivers turn around and refuse to deliver the food. So the delivery man was taking food to the police officer's house, and the protesters told him, "Hey, no, go ahead, turn around, go back, don't even worry about it."
Yeah, no food delivery today.
Right? Listen, we have had numerous times of doing stuff like that, but we never told the delivery people to go away. We just woke up the whole neighbors and sung little Christmas carols.
Mr. Floyd can't eat.
Right? He can't be with his family.
Right.
Uh, what else is going on, Ladarius? Yeah, we're going to be joined very shortly by attorney Kristen Waters Sullivan of Waters Sullivan LLC. She's somewhat of our legal analyst, so I'm waiting on her.
That's my
What else?
that's my Chelsea Clinton. I call her Chelsea.
What else is going on, Ladarius? What's going on? Let's talk locally. What's going on? What is the actions that are going on here in the state of Alabama? More importantly, Birmingham.
Well, two things. First, let me first. I have manners. And Mama always said that when somebody does something for you, you say thank you. So, first of all, to you, Josh, and your platform, I appreciate you for having me on. You always been a pillar in the community, and your heart and spirit speaks for itself. Um, and second, to Kristen, happy belated birthday, to the attorney. But here locally, I see Julie already posted before I could say it that there's a protest tonight at Killingham Park at 6 p.m. Um, um, I got a few phone calls about it. I don't know. Um, I don't know the purpose of the protest. Um, I would think that um, if it was me, if it was up to me, I wouldn't do a protest. However, I would condone. I would put together a rally and get names and numbers of people who want to go to Minneapolis to protest, because there's nothing to protest here. But to each his own. All activists, in my eyesight, are leaders, and when if you want to do it, do it. And those who will follow will follow.
I'm sorry, I gotta post it. Wait. Go ahead.
That's Julia. But yeah. I mean, but for the most part, what we're doing here in Birmingham, man, we're trying to stay safe from this corona, and
The mask
getting
order ends
got,
Friday, sir. What will you still be wearing your mask?
say it again.
The mask order ends on Friday. Will you still be wearing your mask?
In public, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not because I'm sick or anything. I want to protect everybody else.
Oh, okay. Julia just said, no, this Eric call. The rallies are organized across the country to send solidarity with those in Minneapolis. So is it a protest or a rally?
Right. Tell Julie there's a difference between protest and rally.
That's Eric. This was Eric saying.
Oh.
So,
Eric.
What does you were finished about Birmingham?
Oh, I was saying that we're gearing up for July 14th runoff in the midst of this pandemic. There's a Jefferson County treasurer's race that you know, obviously I think people have forgotten about or either don't care about. There's also starting in August, the mayor, council, and school board will be gearing up to start their run. Um, we have graduations going on,
Right.
late graduations going on.
Got to give a big shout out to my niece, Yana King. She graduated from high school, y'all. Got to give it up for my baby. I'm proud of her. I'm
My
an uncle.
nephew also graduated from Minor, Laquez Embry.
Um, for pretty much though, we've been kind of quiet in the city of Birmingham, uh, which is different. Is definitely different. Um,
Let me address these black on black killings real quick, only because I know that it's gonna come up, and I have a question in my inbox right now about it. So without me going off, because
mhm.
I'm trying to be better. Um, there's a difference between Pookie, who knows John, and Pookie and John get into it, and Pookie shoots John. There's a difference between that scenario and a sworn officer who has took an oath to protect and serve, and they deliberately take a life of a citizen who they are paid to protect and serve. There is not a difference in outrage of the death. There's a difference in outrage in the way the death happened. We can't control little arguments that people have at their home.
Mm.
But what we should be able to control are officers that are paid by us to protect us and not kill us. There's a big difference in those scenarios. And people have to realize that. Yes, we sad about death, period. But usually, if I kill you, Josh, I'm going to jail.
Right.
I'm not going to get taken by Burger King before I go to jail. I'm not going to get a bond. And when I have my court date, they're not going to let me go. However,
Mm-hmm.
when Bobby Joe kills John, Bobby Joe is not only taking the Burger King, but he's given a bond. And not only is he given a bond, according to these statistics, he has about a 73% chance of beating the case and going back home.
That's been the scenario recently in this country. Um, I'm sitting here trying to think of what I'm finna say, but I'm just at a point where I'm tired of open seasoning happening. I'm tired of open season on innocent. Because at the point when you're handcuffed, you're innocent. To me, you're innocent when you're laid on the ground. So many people. I don't think people understand what it means to be outraged. Try being outraged when you have to go tell a this man's mother, his wife, whoever. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. He had a fake $20 bill. We had to arrest him, but then we decided to put our knee in his neck. How can you easily just say, "Oh, hey, Ladarius, listen, man, I had to kill you, man. I had to put my knee in." And I'm not letting off the two idiots that want to have shootouts between themselves, black folk, because we're held accountable too. Because at the end of the day, we're taking a life.
Hmm. Right.
When do we wake up?
Well, I'll also address that. Birmingham is um, 70, say 75. It's more like 74.8, but just say 75% black. In a city such as this, what do you think the numbers would look like?
Hmm.
It'll be black crime. However, if we were in Maine or even Minneapolis,
Hmm.
where the ethnicity rate is 68% white, it's more white people that's getting killed than it is black. There's no such thing as black on black crime. Because I've never heard the term of white on white crime, Indian on Indian crime, Latino on Latino crime. I've never heard anybody else get labeled like that except for black folks, and it's not right. It's unfair, I mean it makes no sense. It holds absolutely no weight. There's no such thing that I can have a black on black crime, but they can't have their own ethnicity crime. That's not right. There's no such thing as black on black crime.
Hmm. So it's people on people crime.
Right.
People on people crime.
People on people crime.
All right. So what day are y'all leaving? If somebody wants to tag along, somebody wants to.
And I also throw this in. When you have a community that is embedded in poverty and environmental injustice and an educational system that's wrecked, and you have dysfunction in your government, and you got hoods and slums that look like hoods and slums, and the people are not treated with dignity and respect, that's what you get. I was looking at I'm sorry to go on this small rant, but I was
Go
looking
ahead.
at Lean on Me. I was looking at Lean on Me, one of my favorite movies. I was looking at Lean on Me, and the principal Joe Clark, he made I mean, it's an old movie, but it still resonates. He made a perfect point. He was talking about the cages in the lunchroom. He said if you treat them like animals, that's exactly what they're gonna act like. So if you set up an environment that's set up for savages and animals and this is how you label it, that's what you're gonna produce. That's what comes out of that. We have to change the mindset. And after we change the mindset, that's when we begin working on the actual physical surroundings of what we have going on. We can't just throw money at the problem. That's not gonna fix it. We can't just throw money at it. Even though money is good. But we just can't throw money at it. We have to fix the problem.
um, for those that are watching right now, that are listening right now, we are live right now on Moses with the Motivator. Of course, I'm your boy, the Motivator, Joshua J. Raby. I am joined by, I used to just call him a community activist, but he dip out of town and don't tell nobody. National activist Ladarius Hilliard. Um, we're trying to get our attorney on here right now. Um, okay. Um, so, and I want to real quickly because I still got to pay bills around here. Real quick, don't forget Hollywood Grill Food Truck 205-580-3140. Y'all, you can be a star. Let her do it. Know that the motivator sent you. He is the reason why I'm sitting over here trying to lose weight right now. Uh,
Hello.
Dan Flinner. We want to make sure that you hit up Town Square Realty. Let them know that you're looking for someone to move and let Dana provide you with dynamic services. The Beard Gang, Ashley Nicole. Make sure you reach out to her. There's the Facebook to that is the Beard Gang. The Beard Extents, I'm sorry, the Beard Extent. Make sure that you reach out to them. You're looking to lose weight, you're looking to get slim, looking to get healthy, get your life back in order, hit up Miss Lavonda at lavonda.TriaLifestyle.com. Her number is 205-520-4114. Tell her that the Motivator sent you her way. What else do we have? And of course, don't forget, we are still selling ads, y'all. Y'all can still buy an advertising packet right here from Motors with the Motivator. Just $185 goes a long way for your business. You get digital marketing. You get shout outs. We got some TV commercials coming pretty soon. I'm excited about it. $185. You can't get it nowhere else at a great deal. You're on all the social media platforms and on all the podcast platforms as well. All right, so like I said to y'all, we got none other than the man himself, Ladarius Hilliard, in the building with us. We've been talking about being black in America, but can we talk about how to be safe in America? What do one do to stay safe, stay aware? And I got to give it up to anybody that's doing video, that are screening videos of stuff that's going on. From the lady in New York who lost her job because of her racist antics, who I still believe should have charges brought against her for a false police report. We get this daily of these false police reports, or for no reason you decide you want to dial 911. When I was little and I called 911 that 20 times, my butt got beat down. The police came to my house and actually threatened to lock me up. This is what happened to me when I was younger. But now we got grown behind folks doing it. Ladarius, how? Why? Why aren't charges being brought?
America, man. This is the country that we live in. You're innocent until proven guilty only if you are not black.
The song said, "This is America," right? So he talks about this is what's going on. This is what we're facing in our country. This is what we see daily. How do we hold people accountable?
It's a good question. We hold them accountable by setting the standard, setting the example, and that's how we hold people accountable, unless they're in political or appointed or position such as that. Of course, we can hold them accountable by being present. But when it comes to just everyday problems that we're going through, the only way we can hold these incidents and people accountable is these cell phones. Record.
Let them alone, not necessarily political. What's up, sir? So what could have been the steps? I get this message every time.
Said that was Lonnie Malone.
Yes, the Lonnie Malone.
Lonnie Malone still alive? I ain't talked to my friend.
He been incognito.
Man. Hey, Lonnie, how you doing, brother?
What are the actions before protests? Let's because I don't want people to think we just get to a point where we ready to protest and burn stuff. What are the actions before protests? Is there action before protesting?
It depends on the situation that you put us in. But we go by the 3 P's: protest, policy, pose.
All right, so the protest is happening. You said what's the next one? Policy? What needs to be the policy change? If you were in Minneapolis, what needs to be the policy change?
Mandatory psychological evaluations every 3 to 6 months. A new police training needs to be instituted. Um, what did I say? Still waiting on my phone. Man, I didn't called you. Stop, boy. It's always the Christians.
Make them come work Saturday, Lenny. So all right, so the policy you said mandatory psychological
Psychological evaluations every 3 to 6 months, and updates in the police training. They need to have a training on how to deal with races. They need to have a race training. Um, I say all the time. I be repeating the kings of comedy, but I say all the time. We the same, but we different. You
Hmm,
know, black people, white people, Latino, we all human, but we do stuff different. And there's a different response to each ethnicity. And police have to be trained on how to respond to all of us.
absolutely. Next part is the polls. Who changes? Who leaves? What actions do we make? Do we still give grace
Well,
and
I
mercy to the
can't speak
mayor?
for Indianapolis because I don't really know uh how their city structure is. But if it's anything like Birmingham, the police chief reports to the mayor and
So,
whoever's over public safety on the council.
hmm,
So when you say go to the polls, if what needs to happen has not happened by election time, then you will go for those individuals and take them out and replace them and put somebody else in who gonna get the job done.
absolutely. Um, we've seen numerous of elected officials that have decided to stand up and speak out on certain situations in their states and across this country, and then you got some that are kind of shying away from. Um, where does the when does the training happen between the activists, politicians, and officers come together? When does this happen? When is it going to happen? Where everyone literally comes to the table, have a seat at the table. When does that happen?
It can happen whenever a leader gets ready and puts it together. Something of that magnitude it sounds difficult. I mean, but it's relatively easy. I mean, of course, you're not gonna get the whole police force, and you're not gonna get the whole activist community, and you're not gonna get all of the politicians. But if you get a few, and you get the ones that can actually get the message across, you can do it.
You're pretty vocal about our own police department and our own elected officials and holding them accountable.
Very much so.
Huh?
Very much so.
How does what has changed for you? Has things changed for the good for you? Are there still things that needs to be changed? Yeah, you know
This
I was gonna do it to you.
this sounds like a setup question.
No, that's not a question. You're more than welcome to change the subject.
I think, I mean, in my honest opinion, I think that things are going as well as they could go. Um, um, I have been very vocal on where I stand. I'm with you when you're right, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel when I feel like you're wrong. Um, the only thing that I have, just really been against when it comes to the administration was the stadium. I you know I was against it. I mean, I think that Birmingham is. I think our police department is nowhere near the types of police departments that we've seen in other states and other cities. I think we have one of the best police departments in the world.
Absolutely.
One of the best trained police departments in the world. Of course, I have my you know my queries about the leadership, but that's neither here or there.
Definitely, definitely.
I mean, I don't have anything. I don't have anything specifically against the chief. I still just feel like we could have made somebody a chief from within the department. I just didn't feel like we had to go to Los Angeles, but he's here now. He's doing his job. That's water on the bridge.
Okay. So don't forget tonight, child, that there is a protest, rally, protest, whatever y'all want to call it. 6 p.m. Kelly Park. Will you be there, Mr. Hilliard?
Yeah, Carlos calling me right now as we speak. I'm probably finna get ready to do a live video, a live with him. And yeah, I'll be there.
I will try my best to make sure that I'm out there. Y'all make sure y'all have on y'all mask. Social distance out there is a big part. Y'all can social distance. Don't.
Social
I
distance.
dab you, elbow you.
Elbow.
Elbow, right. I told Julie, I said, man, I need a hug, but then again, I'm like, elbow.
No,
Um,
no, I ain't hugging. Ain't no
no,
hugs right.
no hugging yet. Not just yet. See me in like August.
I don't even want to see Julia because whenever I see Julia, she has that type of personality that makes you want to hug her. I just don't even want to see her.
Yeah, this second, the honorable, I call it honorable, attorney Kristen Water-Selden is about to get ready to join us because I want to get the legal standpoint on this so people can understand. Because we've talked about it from the activist side, but we want to make sure we get the legal standpoint on it before we wrap up. Ladarius is, in fact, oh, wait a minute, look. No hugs for any of y'all.
Good.
All right, Julie, you've been learning your daps. You learn how to do your daps. As long as you know how to do your daps, I'm good with you. I'm good.
Hey, I do have one question that I want you to ask Kristen when she comes on, Josh.
Yeah. I'm gonna put
Ask,
you guys in the box together.
huh?
I'm gonna put y'all in the box together.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, when you do it, let me know because I'm gonna have to check out in a minute because I got to do this live with Carlos. But
Okay.
I wanted to know about I wanted to know if the family could sue the city's pension fund.
Okay. Well, as soon as she gets on, she just texts me. She had to download Google Chrome, so I'm just waiting on her. Julia said she don't want to see you either, but then again, yes, you do. So yeah, once again, Ladarius is leaving. What day are you leaving?
Friday morning.
Friday morning. How long is the ride to Minneapolis? That's
14, 15 hours.
oh, I'm with you in solidarity, brother. Carlos, that's just a road trip. Just oh man, we'll go too many other places. Give us the Cash App again.
$ LD Hilliard HILLIARD or money sign BHAM Justice League.
All right, so there are numerous of ways that people can give to the activists that are leaving from Birmingham heading to Minneapolis. They got to find somewhere to stay while they're there. They're going to need water. They're going to need food. They're going to need gas. Most importantly, I'm going to stress it. They need bail money. Let's be real, because you may be going. Don't think I'm throwing shade by what I'm finna say. People that protested in Hoover went because they had a mindset. They knew what they were going for, but then there was others that joined that had a different mindset. And you never know if that mindset will supersede your mindset.
Right.
So I've always learned when hanging with Ladarius Hilliard, Eric Hall, Carlos Shavers, and all the other folk, had you some bail money in place. I've never had to use my bail money. It keeps stacking up, but I've never had to use it. Y'all look at my boy Ladarius. He got his beard going on now, y'all. I'm surprised he's showing it off. I thought
this what quarantine do.
I thought he would have cut it off by now.
This what quarantine do, man. Quarantine.
Look, I'm looking rugged today. I use my beard extension stuff every day to kind of keep my beard going. Today I was like, nah.
Yeah, I was looking at your promo. I think I'm gonna get some of that beard extends.
Hey, it works, man. And matter of fact, she's getting ready to get the beard straightened so you won't be all clumpy and stuff. All right, y'all.
I don't have those problems. I'm part Indian.
All right, y'all. I'm excited. Let me get you out the box for 1 second. Yo, this next person, I consider her. First off, she is my personal attorney, but that's from a side of the fact she's also like a big sister to me. She had like a mama to me sometime, but she's a hell of a, you know what I'm saying, a hell of an attorney and legal mind. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Motives with the Motivator. My favorite person, Kristen Waters Sullivan. Hey, Kristen. Kristen, you there? All right, we're trying to get Kristen's sound. Kristen. All right. So I don't know what happened to Kristen. Let's bring Ladarius back. So let's Kristen.
Come on, Kristen, act like this
You said
CNN.
here. Why can't you hear? What does is your mic connected? Did it show you your volume as you came in? It should have gave you like a chance to test your volume. You there? Kristen. All right, so we're fixing mics right now, y'all. Hold on. Let's bring Ladarius back in. We're gonna take Kristen out while she does what she needs to do real quick. All right. So Ladarius got a question for Kristen. We're trying to get her mic fixed and her camera fixed, so she can come in. Okay, perfect. All right. Now let's welcome my favorite person. She is definitely a mind, as I just said. She's an amazing legal mind. She's brilliant. She's already been doing her part to keep people knowledgeable and keeping people knowing what they need to know. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Motives with the Motivator. My favorite legal mind, my attorney, my big sis, Miss Kristen Waters Sullivan. Hey, Kristen.
Hey, Josh.
How are you?
Okay, so you did not tell me that I was going to be on video. So this is what y'all got right now. This is
I love it.
Home look. Here you go.
All right, so Kristen, we got a few questions for you, but before we jump into it, Ladarius said he has a question for you. So let me bring Ladarius up. Ladarius.
Hey, Ladarius.
Hey, Chelsea.
And we have a cat photo bomb. See.
Okay, that's how we do it. Hey,
my question. Work from home life.
My question was the family of Mr. Floyd. Could they sue the pension fund of the city?
Could they sue the pension fund, or could they possibly get relief from the pension fund? I think that's probably what.
Relief from the pension fund.
I mean, probably. If they're suing the city, then that's an asset of the city that would have to be exempted somehow if they wanted to protect it. But probably so. I mean, it could probably be something that's subject to any sort of relief that they got in a lawsuit. A lot of these cases get settled, so we never hear what happens, how much money, where the money is coming from. I was reading a thread yesterday about this. Everybody is hating on Ben Crump because it's like, well, are there actually results? But you can't say, So if he's getting results, if he's getting these cases settled, then we'll never know where that money came from or how much it was or anything like that. But hopefully the family can get some sort of monetary relief, although that's just a small part of what all they need.
Okay, and my other question, last question. The other officers that were involved, now, including the officer that actually killed him, but the other officers that were involved, could all of them be sued civilly? It's kind of like OJ, like he was found innocent of the crime, but he was also found liable for the crime.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think that they're definitely all, and the city is open to civil liability. You know, they're going to be looking, because any kind of lawsuit, yes, can they sue the officers individually? Sure. Do these officers really have significant enough money or assets to make much of a difference? Probably not. The city is the one that's got the deep pockets. That pension fund you're talking about, and any insurance policies, you know, they may have. That's what a lawsuit's going to be looking for, you know, for as far as monetary relief. And all of those, you know, all of those officers, certainly there's going to be some questions around, how were you trained? You know, what were you taught to do in this sort of situation? And did they break protocol? Was this a problem with these individual officers acting outside of the scope of what they were supposed to do? Or was this a problem with the training that they received? So there's a lot of questions there. But yeah, I think they all need to be worried.
Okay.
Perfect.
So
Thank you.
So Darius, thank you so much, sir. I know you gotta go do your live with Carlos now.
Yeah, I gotta get ready to protest at 6:00. So see y'all later.
I like that hat, Ladarius.
I
Do you
appreciate
see
it.
his beard? Like he's looking like somebody wise granddaddy or something.
He looks very dignified. I like it.
Hey, y'all want
Keep the beard, man. Thank
this
you.
is the reason why I'm
Wait.
hiding. I said this is the reason why I'm hiding it.
We're all showing our age. It's fine. It's fine. It's better than the alternative.
Right.
All right, I'll see y'all later.
All right, man.
All right.
All right, Kristen. So,
All right.
just a few questions with you. So, at this point, we see what protests, the protests have erupted in Minneapolis. Is this a big issue of where there could be a lot of cases from this happening now because of this?
Yeah, for sure. I've seen several things, fundraisers already going up about legal defense funds for the protesters, which, you know, is something that we've seen in Ferguson and lots of other places that saw really large protests, because there's going to be, I mean, we've already seen mass arrests, and we're going to continue to see that. And then you're also going to see probably some civil suits too, just like we talked about. You know, you've got the criminal part, but then also the civil part. So if there is like property damage and things like that, you know, you're probably going to see some civil suits over that sort of thing as well.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I think there's going to be lots of action in the courts up there based on everything going on now.
So this is a sarcastic question, but I kind of really want to hear the answer. So if you're charged with either writing a fake check or having a fake $20 bill, whatever it is, does it cause for death? Is that the course of action now in America?
You know, I had to, you know, it's horrifying, the things that they'll use to justify this, as if forging a check is something that people don't get actually convicted of without even serving a day in jail all over the place all the time. I mean, so no, obviously, you know, we're looking at a situation where these police officers felt the need to be judge and jury and executioner all at the same time. And certainly none of it was called for, even in the least.
Gotcha. Cases like this have popped up all across America. There's different instances of what happened. What do you say legally? Does families have legal rights to sue? Like in this case especially, I think Ladarius kind of asked that question.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
is there probable cause for like suing?
Yeah, they do. What will happen is, yeah. I mean, if this was a case that somebody brought into my office, you better believe that we would, you know, that we would take this case. What will happen is that the estate of the victim will be opened, and then there will be a lawsuit filed, I'm sure, unless they reach a a settlement agreement prior to filing the lawsuit, there will be a lawsuit filed on behalf of the estate. So the state will likely sue all of the officers that are involved and the city.
Okay. All right. Last one for you, because you're being gracious and doing this for me. The case in Georgia. Please tell me you're not that kind of attorney or the witness that is now charged as a part of the conspiracy. Please, how do you?
Could you even believe that? I could not believe that anyone. First of all, I'm not sure that guy was sober when he went on the air, and I'm pretty sure that that's malpractice to get on TV trying to defend your client when you're intoxicated. I don't know, but he, I think he committed malpractice anyway. And I think he threw his client under the bus. He went on TV and said that, he was helping them that day. When that's what the guy had maintained that he wasn't doing, which obviously he was. We all know that he was. No, I'm not that kind of lawyer. Not going to do that to my clients. I also am not a criminal defense lawyer, as you know, right. So I wouldn't be in that situation anyway. but no, that was a and he got some real bad counsel on that.
So
I feel pretty confident saying that. I don't like to throw other lawyers under the bus often, but that one was pretty bad.
I watched it and I was like, oh God, I really want to text every lawyer I know and be like, please don't ever do that. So
it was awesome.
This case it looks like it's going towards full speed ahead. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, they've hired some really high profile lawyers. You've got the kind of the dream team of these civil rights lawyers that are handling cases like this all over the country. And it looks like the family in Minneapolis went ahead and hired those guys. And so, yeah, I'm sure they're going to be, firing on all cylinders, trying to get this taken care of and get some relief for the family.
Okay. Kristen, go ahead and do some self-promoting before we get out of here. Tell people about your law firm.
Okay, well, usually I don't dress like this to, do this kind of thing, but I am a partner of the 5 Points Law Group. My part of the firm is called Waters Sullivan, and we do all sorts of estate work. I do estate planning. I litigate estates and trusts. And then we also do some civil rights work. So we've got some cases going against police departments right now that hopefully we'll be able to come back and update you on some good results that we've gotten for families that have suffered similarly. So, yep, that's what I do.
I was wondering what a Waters Sullivan came from because I was like, I just remember the grand opening for Five. Like, she owns 2 law firms.
So 5 Points is a law group that's composed of 5 small law firms, and I'm one of those firms. And all the rest of my partners, so yes. They're all the other ones. So yeah, I'm the attorney owner of Waters Sullivan, which is a partner in the 5 Points Law Group. That's what I am.
Gotcha. Yeah, if you ever wanted to get a great lawyer, I highly recommend Kristen Waters Sullivan. 1, because she's actually handled my stuff before and I'm not in jail. 2,
True.
She will definitely walk you through it and have a conversation with you. Just don't call her phone at 2:00 in the morning asking a question, because you're probably gonna get cussed out later on that day. You'll get cussed out later.
If you need me at 2 a.m., you can call me at 2 a.m.
You better have a big case for her. And it better be some big money.
That's right.
But definitely. Oh, real quickly, y'all. Happy birthday, Kristen. Kristen's birthday was yesterday, right?
It was yesterday. Yep.
It was yesterday. Doesn't she look like a hot 25-year-old, y'all?
So this is why I had to agree to come on here for you, Josh, because you posted really cute pictures of me on Facebook. And so I had to thank you.
I think Kristen shut down Facebook yesterday. I see attorneys, judges, and all these folks like wishing you happy birthday. So you're really, really liked.
Well, just as many people dislike me, so it's fine,
Well, how you holding up quarantine, Sal?
I'm doing good. We're working from home, and we'll be working from home until it's safe to go back into the office. And, obviously I'm getting to wear more comfortable office clothes. So that's nice. But yeah, we've been doing just fine. Just trying to make sure that we keep everything rolling and get everything done in just as efficient manner as possible. Before, we've been using Zoom a lot, meeting with clients, and it's been interesting, but we've adapted.
So because you practice in the courts here in Jefferson County as well, can you explain real quickly, and I'm gonna let you go, how is the court system going now in Jefferson County? Like, because a lot of people want to know, do we go to court? I go to court, I got this letter, I'm supposed to be there, what do I do?
Well, so it's important to check with the particular court that that you may be concerned about. So if you are in Jefferson County, or if you are in what we call state court, that's part of Jefferson County, then our presiding judge, Judge Elizabeth French, has issued an order saying that there are no in-person hearings except for certain situations until June 15th. At least. And then if you are in Birmingham Municipal Court, that is until July 1st. They're not having any sort of trials, docket calls, that sort of thing. So it's really important to know what court you're supposed to be in and then check with that particular court. The court's doing a great job across the board about notifying everybody, giving people new dates, or saying, listen, your hearing is continued. We'll let you know when it's rescheduled. So they've been doing a great job. Very appreciative to have a court system and a chief judge who is really looking out for the health and safety and well-being of everybody, while making sure, they got it set up super quick so that we were able to do hearings online and via phone, and keep things going for our clients. So
if you guys ever want to see how that looks, go watch a CBS show. It may be a TV show.
Oh yeah,
it shows you.
Telling me that
it's that, just like that. But yeah, once again, happy birthday, Kristen. And so thank you so much for taking out the time. Y'all, Birmingham folks, don't get arrested because you ain't seeing no court cases till like next
That's
week.
right. That's right.
So stay home. Thank you, Kristen.
Thanks, guys. Good to see you, Josh. Y'all have a good afternoon.
All right. Love you.
Bye-bye.
All right, y'all. It is absolutely time for me to get out of here. Thank you so much. David Miller, I can't stand you. I love you, but I can't stand you, David Miller. I can't. I'm not even finna post up what you commented. I'm not. Y'all, real quickly, let me give a shout out to my amazing sponsors once again. Hollywood Grills, thank you. Make sure y'all reach out to them. Dana Flynn, make sure you hit her up. She's an amazing realtor. Beard Extends, thank you so much. Extends, thank you. Hit up Lavonda, y'all. Let's get fit, let's get shape, let's get clean, let's get healthy. Definitely make sure you do that. Hey, y'all want to advertise on Motors with the Motivator? We have so many platforms that we're on. I can't even mention them. Like, literally, it seems like every week there's a new platform added on. We're up to like 35 different platforms that this is being seen on or heard on, and it's all because of you guys. The more you guys watch, the more we get known, the more that we get services that we can use and utilize and work at being our best. All right, so I'm about to get out of here. It is absolutely time for me to go. Sunday. Real quick, y'all. Let me show y'all Sunday show so you guys can be ready for Sunday. Give me 1 second. I don't think I even put Sundays in here. Give me 1 second. There it is. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm finna. This coming Sunday, y'all, Star 2 Fly will be live on the air, y'all. Giving parental advisory already right now. She is a rapper. She has a new song. It is very explicit, but her production, her producer was like, Jay, you got to hear her. I've heard her. She's amazing. I've heard her perform quite a few times. I'm excited. What about Holy Teddy Barbecue? What? Okay, hit me up, David Miller, about that. This coming Sunday, y'all, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here, Central Standard Time. It's going to be an amazing interview. We got a few other guests that are coming on, but I'm looking forward to hearing this young lady. She's a teacher who is on hold because of the whole coronavirus, and she said, hey, let me try this gift out. Let me try it. And y'all, all I'm saying is don't have your kids watching on Sunday. That's all I can say. To my niece, Ayana King, boo, I am proud of you. Congratulations. She graduated from Center Point High School. Give it up for my baby, y'all. Give it up, give it up, give it up. I am so proud of her. She worked hard. She defeated the odds. She made it. She did what she did. And she reached the highest ladder in her class. She's always done her homework. We've never had to beat her for not doing her homework. When I say beat her, I mean whoop her. I don't need no DHR phone calls. She did her homework. She's intelligent. She's bright. She's smart. Y'all, she's decided to go to Tuskegee University. I am excited, y'all. My baby going to Tuskegee. So congratulations, Yana. Today supposed to be her graduation. I think they moved the date, but I'm so proud of you, baby girl. And if I can't do nothing else, Uncle gonna give you a shout out and say I love you. I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you do. Sky's the limit for you. This is just the beginning for what God is about to do in your life, what He's about to do for you. Scholarships are coming. Money is coming. I truly believe that God is going to be a blessing to you, Yana, because you've been faithful. And that's my little praiser, y'all. She loves to praise the Lord. All right. So congratulations. Love you, boo. I got to get out of here. Got to go. I need donations. Listen, I'm going to say it nicely. Y'all, it takes a lot to make this podcast show. I just told you what the 30-some platforms, and every single one of those platforms want money. David Miller, see, this is stuff I deal with David Miller, y'all. Here's our Cash App. It's right there in our news taker. Cash sign YPBCA HQ. I'm asking for a donation of $10, $40, whatever you have. I am challenging. I'm challenging my friends to support this vision. This is something I'm truly dedicated to. This is something I'm dedicated to. This is something that I believe God is keep calling me back to doing podcast shows. And I need your help. If you believe with me, pray with me, hold me up and hold me accountable. I believe that this will be successful. Big ups to Encore Theater and Gallery. They need your support as well. Y'all, we just want to continue to build this up. So please, if you just take a moment, I'm asking you to Cash App at least $10 to $25 or $40, $10 to $25 or $40 to Moses with the Motivator. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. If you know a ministry, a church, a business that wants to advertise, we got a great deal, $185. Look at all the things that you get for $185. You won't get that anywhere else. I know most people have been going down on their prices, but I'm sticking to $185 because I believe that if I can get 185 of y'all, it sounds like an outrageous thing, but I believe if I can get 185 of you all to support this business, there's so many other businesses that I can bless. There's so many other podcast shows that I can bless. We're looking at being a full network company out of Motors with the Motivator. Thanks to people like Not Necessarily Political and others that believe in the vision, believe in what I'm doing, and believe what I'm saying. And I need your help. I have some major news coming soon. I can't let it out the bag yet, but I need your help. So help me, help you, help others. All right. God bless you. I'm out of here. I got to go. Stay motivated, stay encouraged, stay peace. Keep God first in everything you do. I'm the motivated Joshua J. Raby. Stay motivated. Remember, all you need is one motivation. Peace out.